Hey, Dropout Farmer here. Video number 1 on my new YouTube channel. And yeah, Dropout Farmer here. So I'm a high school dropout, first generation farmer. Grew up poor, family was poor, nobody in my family farmed, and now I'm farming and I'm still poor. So anyway, I wanted to make this channel and take y'all along for the journey on my 3,700 acre cotton farm in West Texas. So anyway, we wanted to do this. I wanted to start doing videos back during harvest, but we had a terrible year last year. I think we've had a little over 3 inches of rain this year. Today's November 27th, I want to say, the day after Thanksgiving. And we've had a little over 3 inches of rain at my house, which is 3 miles that away. And most of them coming, 2 or 3 tenths, maybe no more than a half inch of rain at a time. So, of course, it was followed by 90-degree weather and 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds. So it didn't soak in and do what it was supposed to do. All of our irrigated is light water. So I wanted to take y'all on the journey from the get-go, from day one to putting up land. So when we get to harvest next year, you will be able to see what we went through. So good harvest, it obviously rained. Bad harvest, we didn't get no rain. So yeah, I wanted to take y'all along the whole process. We farm mostly cotton. We do upland cotton, which is stripper cotton, not Pima. We don't run a picker over it. It don't get 4 foot tall. So we smaller, shorter, compact cotton, kind of adapted to our area, and we strip it. Do a little bit of corn, a little bit of milo, and just a touch of wheat. We usually do corn or milo if we lose a crop, in June sometime, once it's too late to plant cotton, to go back to cotton. So we'll second crop corn or milo, like a 90-day corn or a milo. And if it doesn't make nothing, at least it keeps the sand from blowing, because we have lots of sand around here. It's a sandy country, and the wind does blow. And so it's worth that. We have taken some to harvest the last few years, so it worked out good. Anyway, like I was saying, this is the start of the year. This is the first farm that we are putting up this year, and it's actually was a pivot, and it is now going to go to drip irrigation. So we've already come through here and cut the stalks, ran a chisel plow over it, and a field cultivator to smooth it. Now we are running a pre-ripper that's going to rip down every row that we're going to have drip tape. So this one's ripping about 10 inches deep, and we'll come back and put the drip tape at 12 inches deep. So I'm turning around right now. Once I get turned around, I'll kind of show you this little tiny dude that I'm running now. Pretty tight turn to this little plow, so got to get lined up here. Anyway, so yeah, here we go. This is the pre-ripper we're running now. It's got shanks on it, or legs, or whatever you want to call it, ripping down there. And exactly where you see that leg there running is where the actual tape rig will come through and put drip tape in every 40 inches. So I farm 40-inch rows. So this right here will be a line of drip tape underneath every row of cotton. We're doing 70 acres on this farm here. There's a pivot. You can see the pivot, maybe. I don't know. They're actually tearing it down now. It was I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, yeah, kind of, sort of. That was an 8-tower pivot, a 1/4 mile long. So it made a full circle here, 120 acres underneath the pivot. We're going from 120 acres to 70 acres, which we could probably make a third more cotton on 70 acres of drip than we could on a whole 120 acre circle under the pivot. So we only had about 140, 130 gallons in that pivot. So definitely not enough to sustain a cotton crop when you don't get no help from Mother Nature. So this is our next best thing here. There's no evaporation really involved with drip. All the water you put in the ground pretty much stays there and is available to the plant. You can run your fertilizer through the drip tape. So once your cotton's rooted down, that fertilizer is instantly available for that cotton crop. So Anyway, so that's why we're starting here, and I'll take y'all along the journey of putting in drip and everything that goes into it. Just quite a bit. It's a real fun process. This is farm number 4 that I've put in drip on. Uh, the rest is, we got 7 pivots. We got 100 acres of row water, and this will make 170 acres total of drip. So anyway, I don't know exactly how I'll do these videos. If I might go ahead and share this one, being video number 1, kind of explain to y'all what we're doing, what we do out here, who I am, and then maybe do like a weekly update or something on everything we go through. I got 2 full-time hands on the farm and 1 part-time hand, and we stay pretty busy. Lots of breakdowns, lots of stuff going on, and I want to take y'all along on, putting up land, doing fertilizer and pre-watering to planting, harvest, spraying, the whole 9 yards. So there's a lot of farm, YouTube farmers out there, but they're all up north, and lots of corn, lots of soybeans, stuff that we really don't do around here. I really don't know, haven't found really anybody. I think there's one guy that was sharing some videos at one point in time that does, farms, I think to the southwest of us, about maybe 70 miles, but he don't put a whole lot on. So hopefully if everything goes right, I will. So anyway, video number 1, bear with me, I'll get better. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it in video number 1. You don't have to like the video, but subscribe. That way, maybe in the future I can have one that you do like. Never know where this might go, but hopefully it goes good. Anyway, yeah, once we kind of get into this and y'all see what we do, y'all can ask questions or request whatever y'all want to kind of, if you're curious about something, and I'll answer all that I can. But anyway, yeah, so I'll get maybe if these guys are pretty fast at tearing these pivots down. They got here about 2 hours ago, and they've already got all the towers on the ground. I don't know. I made them a spot to get out of the field if they wanted to take the whole towers individually by themselves, and without tearing them down. He wasn't sure they're going to tear them down or haul them out like that. So anyway, if they don't have it tore down here in a little bit when I get off the tractor, then we'll go check that out. And that's pretty interesting, seeing one of them pivots move down the road. That's one of the longest loads you'll see on the highway, I guarantee you. So I guess the pivots are usually 1,200, 1,300 foot long, somewhere in there. So it's a pretty good sized dude. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Like I said, like and subscribe. I'll get better. We'll do more. Show y'all a lot of different stuff. So I'm excited. Hope you're excited. We'll catch you on the next one.